Hi everyone, we're going to graph the secant line and f of x. The one we're doing is here, number 4. And we want to find the equation of the secant line containing x is negative 2 and 1. So that means we're going to have to find our y. Then we're going to find the average rate of change. So here's our equation. The secant line is actually the slope or the average rate of change of this curve right here. So the curve. In our case, we want to go from negative 2 to 1, and we have to find our y. So let's plug in negative 2, and we get negative 2 squared plus 3. That's going to be 4 plus 3 is 7. And we also have to plug in 1. That gives you 1 plus 3, which is 4. So now, since we have that, all we have to do is use our formula. We'll call this point 1, point 2. And our slope is just going to be 4 minus 7 divided by 1 minus a negative 2. And that's going to give us negative 3 over 3, which equals negative 1. Now, to get your equation of your secant line, you just write y equals mx plus b. Our m is negative 1. And we have to find b, so I plug in one of these points. Let's just plug in this one. It doesn't matter. But so we have 4 equals negative 1 plus b. So b is 5. You add 1 to both sides. So our equation of our secant lines can be y equals negative x plus 5. All right. Now we're just going to sketch a graph of this because some of these are kind of hard to graph. Actually, these kind are a little easier. So we have negative 2, 7, 1, and 4. So basically, for this equation, we know this is just shifted up by 3. It's a quadratic shifted up by vertical shift of 3. I'm going to go negative 2 maps to 7, so it's negative 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1 maps to 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so I'm going to sketch a graph of this. Now, we also know that we have this. So basically, the secant line, what we're looking for is the average rate of change of this curve here. So the average rate of change of that is just this line, which we knew was negative 1. All right, and then to get the secant line, you just kind of extend this out, the equation of the secant line, and that's where you had y equals negative x, and we're at plus 5. So that was your y-intercept there. And that's it. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.